Man, from the sounds of things, it sounds like being a cameraman in Chicago is a fucking dangerous job. Hey, check it out, gang. Want to see more crazy moments from Red-Handed TV? Follow me now on twitch.com. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Red-Handed TV, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Check it out. Alright, now today we got a topic. Young Pappy, man. Y'all already know, man. Shorty was going crazy, cool, dumb, losing his noodle on air track. Shorty was a menace, man. Shorty was wild, man. Young, wild, crazy, aggressive style, rapping fast. You know, that shit was lit, man. I mean, when I first heard this nigga, man, I was like, God damn. Listen to this nigga made me want to go kill somebody. I'm just being honest, man. Shorty music was just so aggressive. But that shit was crazy, man. All the kids love him and everything, man. He was a young, wild nigga. But we finna get into today's video, man. But before we get into that, man, y'all already know on gang. Go over there to Red-Handed Gaming TV. If y'all fuck with Call of Duty, subscribe to my gaming channel, man. Y'all already know I'm going crazy. We about to be on Kill Street 3, I think. Hell yeah. Y'all gotta go over there and watch the videos and y'all gonna know the Easter egg. But y'all already know, man. Let's get into today's video, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. That subscribe button, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button right now, shorty. Come on, man. We finna do it for Pappy.
Young Pappy was one of the hottest up-and-coming rappers in the early days of Chicago drill. But like many other drill rappers who were really about that life, Young Pappy got killed before his music became mainstream. Let's get into the come-up and career of Young Pappy.
No, I gotta be healthy.
Young Pappy grew up in the north side of Chicago and was raised mostly by a single mom with 4 brothers and 3 sisters. His parents split when he was young, and he moved around a lot between the neighborhoods of Uptown, Edgewater, and Rogers Park. He showed an interest in music from an early age and started rapping at just 4 years old.
I remember it a little bit.
AU Double also rapped and taught him how to make music. His younger brother, Tay Sab.
I heard of Tay Sab.
As a kid, Pappy used to read the dictionary to learn new words.
He be capping with the music, man. He ain't consistent.
Nickname given to him by his grandmother, which he continued to use once he started rapping. He started dropping tracks on YouTube and other platforms in 2007, around age 12. But as he got older, he became more influenced by his environment and got sucked into the streets. Pappy was a member of the Gangsta Disciples and claimed a set called the Insane Cutthroat Gangsters, or Pooh Bear Gang. Pooh Bear Gang was named after a respected set named Pooh Bear got killed in 2012. Pooh Bear was killed on the 1800 block of Juneway Terrace.
He looked young.
Was never caught, but police believe that it was a dude named Dante Simmons from a set of the GDs called Loke City. Simmons was later found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound and killed himself using the same gun that was used in Pooh Bear's murder. But rumors started going around that another member of Loke City named Munchie was behind Pooh Bear's death. Munchie and Pooh Bear were childhood friends, but petty fights and gang politics turned them against each other. Just a few days before he got killed, Pooh Bear dissed the Lokes on social media, which may have led to his death and sparked a deadly war between Pooh Bear Gang and Loke City. Pooh Bear and Young Pappy was close friends, and his death had a major impact on him and was one of the main reasons Young Pappy jumped off the porch and became a shooter. Since he moved around a lot, Young Pappy was also affiliated with another set called TFG. Pooh Bear Gang and TFG was closely affiliated but had their own hoods.
They got too many clicks. See, all these clicks be clicking up.
Pappy claimed both of them because he grew up around dudes from both areas. Pappy started out committing petty crimes like fighting and stealing, but the deeper he got into the streets, the more trouble he got into. His wild behavior eventually landed him in.
Motherfuckers that be cool with who they cool with, G. That's all this shit be about, for real, for real. Cause everybody, you know, everybody hood got their own name, their own clique. And whoever you be cool with, you just be cool with them and they guys, folks. That's really what it be, folks. That's all. A bunch of friends, folks.
In juvie for a gun charge. While locked up, he had time to work on his music and decided to take it seriously since he was already known in the hood for his music. So, after he got out, he bought some audio equipment and music software and started recording his own tracks. At first, he was just making remixes of other popular songs, but he eventually started making original songs which gained him local attention. At the same time, Young Pappy was also building a reputation in the streets. After getting out of jail, he was out for revenge on Loke City for Pooh Bear's death which only got worse after PBG lost another member in April 2012. According to the rumors, Young Pappy got revenge by shooting a member of Loke City named Lucky in the thigh and back. Not long after, he dropped the track Competition, which featured the bar, "Better ass Lucky, what'll happen when I drill shit." So, Pappy's reputation in the streets was entering into his music
y'all
career
can't be telling no y'all
in the city. But it also made him a major target for Loke City, who was out for revenge after losing several members to the beef. Not long after that, Young Pappy started getting into more trouble with the law. In June 2013, he was convicted of felony unlawful use of a weapon.
Folks got the house party cut, folks. I don't know why I keep saying that every time I'm seeing that motherfucker, folks.
And sentenced to 2 years of probation. He later violated that probation and ended up being sentenced to a year in prison, but he was later credited with time served and released. Even though he had a pending case hanging over his head, he continued to go hard in the streets. On July 14th, 2013, Young Pappy allegedly caught his first body. A dude from Loke City named Blake Lamb was shot in the head multiple times on the 1600 block of West Jonquil Terrace. He was walking down the sidewalk when the car pulled up next to him and started letting off shots. The killers then jumped out of the car, stood over the victim, and shot him a few more times before fleeing the scene.
Y'all like standing over shit in Chicago,
definitely wanted to send a message. No one was ever arrested for Blake's murder, but it was rumored to have been committed by Young Pappy and a group of other dudes from PBG. But this wasn't just the streets talking. Pappy and his crew seemed to confirm this on multiple occasions. After the shooting, he and his homies doubled back and took videos of the crime scene, which they posted to social media to taunt they ops. Plus,
man, you some young wild niggas. You mean to tell me you niggas went back to the scene of the crime to take some pictures? To do what? To taunt on Twitter? You niggas is crazy, man. Come on, man. As if you ain't already do what you did, then you double back. Damn, you niggas is heartless.
Plus, a few years later,
Pappy, you niggas crazy as hell, man. What the hell?
Give you hollow tips, have your shit looking like Blake's face.
Damn.
So, whether or not he was actually involved, Young Pappy used Blake's death to diss his ops. A few months later, Young Pappy and other members from PBG and TFG allegedly shot up another rival hood called Day Day World, a set of insane GDs. They was looking for a member named Lil Duke, who Pappy had a personal beef with.
Okay, I see you by the fountain,
one of Pappy's
downtown.
Homies, 2 Cups, was murdered near the intersection of North Broadway and West Glen Lake Avenue. The day before he got killed, 2 Cups told his father that he was taking his friend, who was in a wheelchair, to the Social Security office the next morning. His pops knew he liked to help people, so he ain't think nothing of it. But he ain't know about his son's gang ties. His mother saw him eating breakfast around 9 a.m. and that was the last time she saw him. 2 Cups and his friend were standing at the intersection when a light-colored van pulled up. His friend was not identified by police, but was said to be a member from TFG. A shooter then jumped out of the van and started letting off shots, killing 2 Cups and critically injuring his friend. It's been rumored that the killer was Lil Duke, who was getting revenge after Young Pappy shot up his hood. 2 Cups and Young Pappy was close, and his death hit him
Folks
hard.
went back and tried to take
a series of
2
mixtapes after his friend, including 2 Cups, parts 1, 2, and 3. The first tape in that series became one of Young Pappy's most popular projects and is now considered a drill classic. This mixtape really started to build Pappy a buzz in the city, but becoming a well-known rapper and a shooter also made him a target for ops. After the death of 2 Cups, Young Pappy continued to slide on Day Day World to get revenge, but members of Loke City would catch him first, almost taking his life. On February 5th, 2014, Pappy, along with other members of PBG, was on their way to a McDonald's in Rogers Park when masked gunmen shot at their whip. 4 of them got hit, including Young Pappy, who was hit in the arm. 1 member of their group, unfortunately, ain't make it, but the other 3 survived. The shooting was rumored to be the work of Loke City in retaliation for the death of Blake Lamb. According to police, Young Pappy was the intended target. He made a quick recovery, only to land himself in jail a few weeks later. On March 26, 2014, Pappy got arrested for reckless conduct and sentenced to 90 days in jail. He spent his 19th birthday locked up and got out on June 3rd. After he got out, he started to focus on music again in an attempt to make it out of the streets.
I know he thought he was a soldier
made it hard for him to avoid conflict. Not long after getting out of jail, Pappy was walking down Devon Avenue with a photographer who was shooting the cover art for his next mixtape.
Boy, you can't be getting caught with just a cameraman. He ain't got no blick.
Car drove by and saw Young Pappy. They doubled back and someone inside the car started letting off shots. Young Pappy managed to escape, but his photographer was hit multiple times before collapsing to the ground.
Oh, man. Not that you got the photographer shot. Come on, bro. You know you too hot in the city, folk. You too hot to be loafing with just a cameraman, G. Come on, man. You gotta know the type of music and what you stand for and what you been doing in the streets, folk. Come on, man. You can't be loafing outside, taking no goddamn pictures, and you Young Pappy, folk. Come on, man. No. Hell no.
Chased Young Pappy down a nearby street while witnesses tried to help the photographer, but it was too late and he ended up dying. So it seemed like everywhere Pappy went, bodies was dropping like flies. This attracted the attention of the Chicago police, who saw his music taking off and all the violence that followed. A few months later, Young Pappy allegedly got revenge for the death of his homie.
Man, from the sounds of things, it sounds like being a cameraman in Chicago is a fucking dangerous job. What the fuck? What I don't understand is how the fuck is you niggas robbing the niggas that's helping y'all get y'all career? Like, how backwards is that? Okay, these niggas was putting their YouTube up and getting that YouTube money before you niggas found out. Nah, so these niggas was definitely finessing, but damn, y'all can't be scaring the niggas that's no wonder all them videographers scared as hell to do everything, man. Man, these cameramans be overly cautious now. But I understand why. I ain't know you niggas was robbing these niggas like that, man.
Pooh Bear. On September 11th, 2014, police responded to a call of a person shot on the 1600 block of West Juneway Terrace, not far from where Pooh Bear was killed.
Damn.
The victim was none other than Glenford Johnson, aka Munchie from Loke City, Pappy's main op. Munchie was standing in the courtyard of a building when a car pulled up and started letting off shots. He was hit in the chest and tried to run to a nearby hallway, but collapsed and later died. No one was ever arrested for Munchie's murder, but it's been rumored that it was committed by Young Pappy and other members of PBG. Pappy continued to add fuel to these rumors by dissing Munchie in a remix to Chief Keef's Finito. He dissed Munchie on tracks and on social media, which only made him a bigger target for his ops from Loke City. By that point, Pappy was really blowing up and his videos was getting millions of views. In January 2015, Pappy got
that sound like you had a lot on your motherfucking plate. You been doing a motherfucking lot. How the hell you fighting for your life, killing, stealing, robbing, getting a million views, shooting videos, recording songs, nigga? You a busy guy.
Man outside the same McDonald's where he was shot less than a year earlier. The dude he was fighting was supposedly a member of Loke City, and he ended up getting shot in the leg during the argument. Police saw part of the fight go down and ended up arresting Pappy on a reckless conduct charge. His mother said the police raided her apartment with guns drawn, looking for weapons that belonged to Pappy, but they ain't find anything.
You ain't gonna find it.
He eventually pled guilty to the reckless conduct charges and was sentenced to 29 days in jail. After getting out, he dropped the second installment of his 2-Cup series, which featured some of the biggest tracks of his career, including Killer, Savages, and Afterlife Part 3. It looked like Pappy was finally on his way to becoming a rap star, but he kept getting in trouble with the police and it prevented him from reaching his full potential. To announce the release of his album, Pappy decided to host a birthday release party because he was turning 20 just a few days later. During the party, neighbors ended up calling the cops after someone shot a gun in the air. Police already had their eye on
like
Pappy,
DT.
So when they heard he was involved, they decided to send a message. A SWAT team arrived with more than 50 officers and arrested over 100 people, including Young Pappy.
Dang.
30 of them were charged with disorderly conduct. Pappy bonded out the same day, but ended up catching another case for failing to appear in court for reckless conduct. So he was processed and again bonded out.
I know my daughter being annoying.
He then dropped the track Shooters right after being released to prove he couldn't be stopped. But just as he was reaching the height of his buzz, Young Pappy would be gunned down. Around 1:30 a.m. on May 29, 2015, Pappy was walking with a friend near the 4800 block of North Kenmore Avenue when 2 gunmen walked up behind him and shot him twice in the back. He was rushed to Advocate Illinois Masonic Medical Center, but was pronounced dead a few hours later. Young Pappy's death was a huge loss to the city of Chicago.
Damn.
He was a major talent, and
just
many were
on his
convinced
way
that
up,
he would be the next to blow up on a national level.
He was going crazy. Everybody was fucking with a Remy
before he could make it out and change his
life.
life.
Papoose shouting him out and shit.
Remains controversial.
Folks
he was both
just
a fierce shooter
getting a little
and a
notoriety,
rapper, which made him a huge target for any ops of TFG or PBG. Some say He might have been set up by his own people or even the police because of how his killers were able to sneak up on him at 1:30 in the morning. But Pappy's death led to a wave of retaliation. Just a few weeks after his murder, a Loke City member
already knowing they went crazy.
is Pappy on Facebook, writing, "Smoking on Pappy right now." Not long after that, Fry was shot and killed broad day on the 7600 block of North Ashland Avenue.
He was
rushed to the
broad
hospital
day.
in critical
Ain't one or
condition
two dead.
and declared brain dead 2 weeks after getting shot. A PBG member named Jermel Dosey was later arrested for the murder. Since his death, Young Pappy's been recognized for his unique talent and lyrical abilities. Unfortunately, he fell victim to the consequences of the street life before he gained exposure that his talent deserved. But at least he left a catalog of music that'll carry on his legacy.
Yeah, he left a little legacy, man. A lot of people gonna miss him. A lot of people do miss him, man. A lot of people rock with Pappy and his music, man. Shorty was crazy. He was different. He had his own style, his own lane. And his ass used to be going bonkers, folks. I could say Shorty can rap. Shorty definitely can rap, man. And I like this music shit. Shorty was decent. Fuck you talking about. And he was getting a little notoriety, man. It was a couple of celebrities was looking at him. You know, a lot of people like the Pappy, G. But I don't know, man. Because, you know, people really come and gravitate to you more when you die. You feel me? Like, y'all got to stop waiting till people die to support them, G. Y'all ass got to support niggas now, folks. Like, niggas is struggling now. Like, if we all come together and just support each other, folks. Like, everybody could get some money. Everybody could go crazy, folks. That shit easy. We all know one another, man. All you simple retweet, share something. You know, y'all got to support a nigga now, man. It's crazy how iconic the nigga became after he died. Like, come on, man. Y'all supposed to show that nigga that love when he was alive, folks. Come on. We all need that shit, man. We all going through something, folks. Everybody need just support, man. Everybody can get it. Everybody can just get some support in anything they doing. Everybody can win, folks. We all just sitting around fucking hating on each other and like, come on, man. We need to come together and support each other, man. We all can get to this shit, folks. But if y'all like today's video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Y'all already know, man. I'm finna get up out of here, shorty. Yeah. One more from Red-Handed TV. Head over to RedHandedTV.com now for all exclusive merch. Also, make sure to follow me on all social media platforms to stay updated with all new content. And don't forget to download my new mixtape, Red Tape, on all musical platforms now.